Welcome back to Daytime here on Rogers TV. I'm Glenn Colson, having the privilege to hang out with Natalka.
Oh, it's a privilege. It's all mine. You know that. I'm back again.
Back again.
The
Accommodating Kitchen. You got a big shout out for this wonderful book of recipes that are actually good for you.
Good for you and allergy-free.
Allergy-free. Now, this is a big concern, of course, for people, you know, all over, because someone knows someone, or it's usually in their family.
Oh, absolutely.
Who's allergic to peanuts or to whatever, gluten or whatever it's going to be.
Gluten is a big thing.
Is that
and you know what? Dairy
sweeping the
too.
nation, really?
Gluten and dairy are the two things that people are either avoiding the most out of all food groups right now or allergic to. So you know what? We're going to do something that's fun and simple. It's almost like a take on the truffle, but it has a lot more fiber, has a lot more iron, and it's made from no refined sugar, dates. And it's too bad Kingston isn't watching it or watching today because you know what? You can't get dates there, then you can certainly get it in today's show on this recipe. So you know what?
We'll have it shipped to Kingston immediately right after the show.
Exactly.
That's good. We had some fun with it today, obviously. Now let's talk about you a little bit and how fantastic you are. But we got the book itself, and it's been out for a bit now.
Yes, it has.
Which is great. Is it doing well?
Yes, it is. In chapters. It's on Amazon in chapters.
Cool.
A lot of people are picking it up, and I'm getting a lot of emails from family members, from people that are just avoiding it for health reasons, how to substitute. And you know what? My biggest trick for substituting in any recipe is keep it simple. Keep your recipes quick and fast, and you're good to go.
Well, and that's probably the big challenge for people is that they don't know how to make sure it's fast and quick and easy.
Exactly.
So that they get something that probably isn't as good for them. But they have to make sure, again, gluten-free. It's a big issue for people for digestion, right?
Absolutely. And you know what? We have to make sure that people are aware that gluten-free doesn't necessarily mean good for you, because a lot of the gluten-free products right now are using refined rice, corn, and so on. And you don't want to do that. I still suggest make it at home, but make it easy.
Yeah.
All right.
Now, is it easy, Natalka? Honestly, come on.
Come on. Easy. It's always easy. It's easy when you have a little bit of know-how, which the book gives you. Now
we're going to get into that in just 1 second.
Absolutely.
See what happens when we talk? It goes by like this.
It goes by like that.
Which is really cool.
We have too much fun here.
I'm going to flip through this. We're going to figure out how to get more dates. And I'm doing very well. I feel healthier already, hanging out with Natalka, of course, from the Accommodating Kitchen.
It's because you haven't done anything. That's why you feel good.
I'm so healthy. It feels good. Now, we're talking about utensils because you want to talk about an allergy-free, right?
Absolutely.
Kitchen.
Now, if you have kids, for example, that have peanut allergies, or you know someone that's coming over and they have an allergy that's anaphylactic, or even something very physically severe, you want to make sure that you prep your kitchen. That is the first step.
Right.
And then it's smooth sailing from there on in.
No problem.
What does that mean?
I don't know.
You want to use stainless steel.
Perfect.
You don't want...
That's what I was about to say, and then you said it.
Yeah. Second connection.
So why stainless steel? Like, what's the deal?
Because unlike wood and unlike plastic, stainless steel is non-porous. And you could clean it at very, very high temperatures without ruining the stainless steel.
Right, it'll keep its shape and all that kind of stuff.
Because when you use that, although we can try to scrub really hard and you can ruin your hands doing it.
It absorbs things too, right?
Sticks in there, right? And so you have that problem. Another thing too, and this has happened to me on numerous occasions, you want to make sure that you're labeling things, okay?
Right.
This is peanut free. No one use a peanut butter spoon.
I was going to say, just you don't make a peanut butter sandwich and then put it back in the butter or jam or whatever it is. Yeah.
You got it. You got it. And you know what? Sometimes you don't have time to cook, and I completely get that, particularly if you're a young professional, whatever, and you don't have time.
That's it.
So there are some companies that I found that have a dedicated facility to peanut, nut-free type of foods, and here they are.
These are called, these are called Enjoy Life.
Yes.
So these are different cookies? What are they?
Different cookies that you can have. Enjoy Life does a whole host of things. Check the ingredients to make sure that it's something that's good for you. What I like about these guys is that they do use buckwheat and millet flours, which are better than the refined rice and the cornstarch that you tend to find in most products. Read the labels, and that's why I like these guys. Another also alternative, if you like gummies.
I do like gummies.
Kids with peanut allergies never can have these guys.
Can I open these?
Absolutely,
come on. I'm going to totally open
They're kind of made for eating, their food. And I'm pretty sure, and I think Jen is coming on because she likes that hand coming on.
Okay, you're gonna have one.
Great thing about these guys, not only is it dedicated to no allergies.
Hold on to that thought. I'm going to eat some gummies. Stay with us on Daytime.
But
We'll
the
be right
best
back.
part,
I
okay.
know. We'll get
When
there.
we get back.
We'll get there.
Welcome back to Daytime here on Rogers TV. I'm Jennifer Robinson, and Natalka is getting ready to make a fantastic recipe that you are going to love. A little bit of sweetness, a lot of love.
Absolutely, and that's what makes it tasty. Or maybe the dates and the chocolate make it tasty. I'm not entirely sure.
But the love you put into it makes it worth it too.
Exactly, and simple ingredients today. We're gonna start off with coconut oil,
'Kay.
coconut flakes as well at the end, and coconut milk. And I know that everyone's doing the whole coconut thing, but the reason why it's
you
really
need
good
that?
for
You
I
gonna
use
use
this,
that?
my
Okay.
stainless steel. The reason why coconut is generally good for you, first of all, coconut oil.
Yeah.
Apparently, CBNC put out a report that it helps with Alzheimer's.
Really?
Yeah, it actually helps to mimic some sort of. Well, I'm not a doctor, so I'm not gonna pretend like I know what they were talking about.
But
it's good for you.
It's good for
and
you.
And that's the point.
That's all
right?
you need to know. You don't need to know the big words to say it's good for you and it's good. Oh wow, that really melted fast.
It melted fast. Coconut oil you can use. I love it in baking. I
Here.
think I told you this before.
Yep.
Because you can cook it at very high temperatures.
Yep.
And even though sometimes when we put it on a little bit too high,
Yep.
With butter it tends to brown. Not so with coconut oil. So
All
we're
right.
going to start with that in
Step-
coconut milk.
Coconut
Now,
milk.
this is not coconut cream, so it's lighter in fat, very, very light, only 60 calories per cup.
Fantastic.
So we're going to put that in there. That's about a quarter cup, okay?
Okay.
Now this is almost like a nice little ganache type of frosting base that we're making. Now, did you see
What?
Madonna?
I did.
Okay, she looked great, right?
During the Super Bowl, yes.
Apparently she swears by this stuff because wanna know why? It's high in a lot of fiber, has lots of iron in it, potassium, a
Nice.
lot of things like manganese and so on. So it's very good for you. And so that's why we're gonna do a lot of coconut to make sure it's healthy. So we can all look like Madonna, right?
Of
If
course.
you want that.
If that's the look you're looking for,
Yes.
the I'm in shape sort of look,
Very much so. That's
Then
what
yeah.
I do all day.
Yes,
yeah,
absolutely.
Then there you go. Next, we're gonna put in cocoa powder, and that smells great, doesn't it?
oh my gosh, that smells so
This
good.
is excellent because it has lots of fiber as well and tons of iron. So those that are iron deficient, that's a good excuse to eat a lot of this.
Okay.
Because it's tons of iron. Almost everything that we're putting in there has iron in it.
Okay.
We're
Is
gonna-
it supposed to look like this?
It's a little bit hot.
a little
there.
hot.
It's a little bit hot, but that's
We'll take
okay.
this off for
we'll
now.
take it off. Now I'm gonna put a little bit of vanilla in there, just
Okay.
about a teaspoon or so. We're gonna stir that up again.
Perfect.
Now you usually want to cook this on low heat. Unfortunately, our facilities aren't doing that today.
It's hot back here. We like to keep it going at a fast
Exactly.
pace. But right now, we are going to see how Glenn's doing. Wow, I'm impressed with the level of talent. Natalka, we were just talking about the level of talent that Sarah has with what she's created.
Incredible for a 16-year-old to do that. That skill and that dedication, that is something that people in their 40s don't even achieve.
Yeah.
And you know what? I think this recipe would be perfect for someone like Sarah.
Why?
Because it's fast, it's simple, and even if you kind of make a mistake, like cook it too hot,
Yeah.
because the ingredients are good, it still always turns out, no matter what you do to it. You can batter it and do whatever you want. So
This is the perfect recipe for everyone.
absolutely. So what we've done is I soaked my dates, and the
Yep.
reason why is because a lot of dates come with a coating of sometimes corn syrup or phosphorus on top of it, and that makes it more sweet. I like to make sure that if I don't know, if it's not written on the label out there that it's not free from that, and you're not really sure, although it should be written, I like to soak my dates. It also makes it easier to put in the recipe, and you mash it up.
Do you just soak them in water? Do you have to soak them overnight? Is there a specific amount of time?
I like to soak them overnight in warm water.
Warm
If I
water.
don't have the time, just boil them until they come soft. Drain them, and you're good to go.
Good to go. All right. So you ended up kind of because the heat was really high, but it still ended up working out, which is fantastic.
Of course, yes.
Love that. And are we done with that? Can we put it in the pan?
Well, what you tend to do here now, I'd like to always, if you like it smoother consistency, you don't have to
Yes.
do it now, but you blend it.
Let's
okay,
blend it.
Blenders are always your friend.
Here, wait.
Okay.
You gotta get. It's kind of like licking the spoon. You want to lick the spoon after, so you got to get every little bit of that goodness on there.
Awesome. So you just sort of go in there, make sure that you have enough, and you go up and down.
Yep.
Make sure you don't pull it up, because I've done that before, and then you get chocolate
It's
in your
gonna
face.
go everywhere.
And I'm wearing a nice pink. And see how it's just making it a little bit smoother?
Oh, yeah.
That's because dates have a little bit of a fiber in them. So you want to just get that all out there. So I like to just make it nice and smooth, and that becomes like a ganache. So the fun thing, we want to end up with this.
Okay. So
okay.
this is the end product. I'm just gonna. It's not gonna. Hopefully not slip. There we go.
No, that's the end product
There.
right there. How do you get to that? Really simple. You take a bunch of coconut flakes, which also have iron. I'm telling you, best thing for those that have an iron deficiency.
I had
this
no
recipe.
idea that coconut has so much iron in it.
It does, and also coconut milk has a lot of fiber.
Huh.
And you just line the bottom of your pan.
Now, did you do anything in the pan? Like, did you put any, like, it's just
Nothing.
pan and then coconut?
Pan and coconut.
Okay.
We dump this on top, and we throw a lot more of the coconut flakes on top. You put this into the fridge. You let it stay overnight or into the freezer, and you want it to be cold because it gets, see how it's nice and smooth now? Yeah. In the fridge, it'll get even harder because we have coconut butter that when it goes in the fridge, it becomes a nice condensed flavor. Now, the trick is, if you're...
This is the trick.
This is a trick. Now, you definitely will use this thing, and I'll just sort of show, basically, you sort of plop it on like that, and you slowly smooth it out.
Here,
there you
I'll
go.
help you. You know, this is how accommodating we are here at Daytime.
Yes,
in the
absolutely.
accommodating
You guys
kitchen.
actually help. You guys
like to
actually
help.
cook. Well, you know what the trick is for buying chocolate? There are a few things that you want to make sure that you're aware of. And one of them is that, so we'll just smooth it up.
Here.
Don't you just want to put that in your mouth?
I
See,
totally
if you're
want to
cooking
put
this
that
for
in my
yourself,
mouth.
you can be really gross and just shove half it into your
But
mouth.
that's the fun part. And, you know, what else is really fun about baking or any type of cooking when you're in the accommodating kitchen is getting your kids involved.
Absolutely. This is something that's so simple. And also, if they do try and eat some, there's nothing wrong here. There aren't any eggs, so they're not going to get an upset stomach.
Yeah.
There's no cross-contamination problem. There's no wheat. There's no flour. So you don't have that issue.
Right.
Now, if it's a bit dry, which this is, I would throw in some of the juice left over from when you're soaking your dates in there.
Okay.
And that makes it a little bit softer.
Nice.
Now, I have to say that one thing we have to be careful of, too, when you're using cacao powder or whatever, make sure that you read the ingredients. Want to know why? They try to trick you.
Why?
They try to put something called carob in there. And carob is a fruit of a tree that originates from Syria.
Okay.
Okay, I'm a little bit of a nerd. Can we tell? Now,
No, you're not a nerd. You have fun food facts.
there you go. That's a good way of putting
Yes.
it. Now, carob is a great substitute because it is naturally sweeter, but they put it inside things that are darker, so to kind of mimic the cacao and sort of have a cheaper substitute instead of real cacao. So you want to make sure that it's real cacao powder, and also that they don't have other types of fats in there, like milk fats. And the reason why is because cocoa butter that's naturally in the cacao is usually extracted from makeup.
What?
Yes, and they substitute it for cheaper ingredients like sunflower, safflower, corn oil, and things like that. Sometimes milk as well. You want to make sure that you're reading your labels, that they are in fact dairy-free and there aren't any fake substitutions. Okay?
All right, we're going to teach you how to pick the best chocolate for your family, for yourself, and for your life. Stay with us right here on Daytime. Welcome back to Daytime here on Rogers TV. I'm Jen Robinson, and you want to say your name?
This is so good.
Busy. And this guy's busy eating. Glenn Colson
Okay.
and Natalka Falcomer is here from the Accommodating Kitchen. You have put together a recipe. This is simple, no fail, and fantastically good for you.
After you smooth it out, you toss it into the fridge, forget about it, come after work. You need something quick to bite. You take your nice little heart-shaped cookie cutter. Oh, isn't it nice? See, Glenn doesn't come
presenting.
in to help. He comes in to eat and do some nice little presentation.
Comes
There you
in to
go.
eat.
Now, since it's nice and cold, and
Yeah.
you want to keep it cold, all you got to do is just press down the cookie cutter, just like that.
Yep.
And boom,
Boom. Done.
pop out your nice little heart.
Nice.
See how simple it is?
That is really easy.
And if it's really good because it's high in iron and it's low in the bad fats, then you can just take a spoon and eat it straight out of here and not feel so bad about it.
It says, honey, I'm thinking about you. I care about your health.
yes.
And I love you.
Exactly.
All at the same time.
Well, we need a third one because
We
there's
definitely
3 of us here. We
there
should all
definitely
take a
need
bite.
3,
Yeah.
absolutely. And you know what? Again, because it's simple, you can make it when you're very busy. You can pop into the fridge, and there you go. It is that easy to make. And it's, again, dairy-free and free from all the little bad things, all the allergens. And the leftover, you let it just sit at room temperature.
Yeah.
Don't want to throw it in the
Oh,
garbage.
no, that's goodness.
Roll it up into little truffle balls.
Truffle balls. I love it.
Coconut, love it.
Done.
Even the yellow gummies are good.
I know, they are
You know what I
good.
mean?
Well,
Yellow isn't a good.
I feel bad
It's
that I
good.
introduced him to it because
really
it
No.
looks like you have a problem now.
Can you overdose on these, Nelka?
Well, actually, what I love about these guys is because it's free from cornstarch. That's something I always look out for. You want to make sure that everything is free from cornstarch when you're feeding it to your kids.
Yeah.
And those are colored with natural ingredients like carrot juice. But don't tell them that, because then they won't eat it.
No,
like
exactly.
you don't
They
tell
don't
them
need to
that
know
this is good for them,
This
because
is
then they won't eat
delicious.
it. It's very good.
I love the coconut on it.
Oh,
Nice.
the coconut adds a little bit of that crunch texture. So those that have peanut allergies, we're just gonna decorate the plate.
I'm plating.
Yeah, it's
That's called
plating.
plating.
So for those that have peanut allergies, the coconut, because it's a little bit of a crunch to it, mimics that nut texture. So kids that have a problem that can't eat it because they are allergic still get that lovely crunch texture that you don't really get to have in a lot of the desserts for those that have nut allergies.
Okay.
Stack 'em.
Oh,
Like a little
there's
pyramid.
lots of creative things you can do, but Natalka, I want to put you on the spot.
Yes.
What is your favorite recipe in the Accommodating Kitchen book? Your absolute favorite, because there's meals in here for every moment of the day.
Absolutely. My favorite ones that are ones that involve what I like to call functional foods, meaning that they're delicious, they're indulgent, but at the same time they have good ingredients.
This is-
avocado brownie.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you have your cacao, it has iron, the brownie has the good fats, it substitutes the bad stuff. It's fantastic and tasty, and that's why I love it, because it's simple. I like to keep things simple.
Perfect.
And black beans. Fiber is good for you.
Really?
The older you get, you need it.
That's just the deal. That's just what
the
happens.
deal. That's just the deal.
So again, where can you get the book? You can get it chapters.
Yes, you can
Right.
get chapters. You can get it on Amazon.
Yeah.
You can even order through the website at www.theaccommodatingkitchen.com. It's everywhere, and it's excellent for those that just want to learn how to substitute. Again, substituting things like flours is a lot more difficult than you think.
So good. Thank you for
Yeah,
feeding
absolutely,
us. I feel
absolutely.
stronger and healthier. My six-pack's coming back.
Yep.
It's really great.
Absolutely, and you got your daily dose of fiber.
There it is.
Forget vegetables.
Don't need it.
Do this.
Do this instead.
This is great. You had a chance to talk to Rosemary.
I did. Rosemary Bowen was here talking about the boob tour.
You
Stand-up.
right?
I'm okay. I'm
You
just
right?
swallowing a little bit more fiber.
Okay.
The boob tour is taking place. Stand-up
liking it.
comedy event. 4 terrific stand-up comedians taking place to help raise money for the Relay for Life Alliston event. It is taking place tomorrow, the stand-up comedy event at the New Tech Rec,
Yep.
I believe.
That's it.
And you can just walk up and get your tickets right there. It's going to be funny.
Woohoo!
Absolutely funny.
She's hilarious.
She's very funny.
She could be funny now, and she was.
And she was.
Nope, not a lot of people do that. You're talking to Kim as well?
I
And
talked
a little
with
friend.
Kim, and Veronica was here as well.
Look at my little
8-year-old little cute dog, and really sweet, super docile, just wants to be loved, and really looking for a fantastic home. Also on February 20th, Family Day, come out for the Spay-Getty and No Meatball Dinner. It's taking place at 99 Morrow Road. Fantastic event. Spay, new to your pets.
That's them and Bob Barker. Also, I want to thank Dan Letter for being on the show, the managing director, of course, of Home Instead Senior Care. Wonderful competition. You can check the website, of course, for more information. But the $5,000 for the top senior given back to the community. Get out there and nominate those seniors. And Sarah, thank you so much for our wallets. Unbelievable. And I bought a couple for my girls, which is fantastic. Little Superman, and this Nintendo one is awesome. All the best to you, Sarah, in your business. And I bought pens. It's so exciting.
We got
Fun.
stuff.
We
No
got
one can
stuff.
steal it.
We
No one
got
can
bling.
steal
We
your
got
pen.
fed. It's all good. We'll see you tomorrow right here on Daytime.